Manchester United and the latest on their pursuit of the Barcelona forward Pedro. Louis van Gaal was asked if he was optimistic of signing the player. This was his response.
Ask Pedro, not to me. My answer is that it's a process, it's a club, it's a player, and we are there also. And I don't mention anything before he has signed. When he has signed, I come to you and say, hey, Pedro is here. But it is not still not the case, and we shall wait and see.
You just get instantly, you talk massively about you want to pass the plays. That's very important, isn't it? You were saying?
Yeah, I hear. Yeah, and Pedro is a player like that. Yeah, so write it.
Yeah, Louis van Gaal having a bit of fun there, but here's a twist. Spanish football expert Guillem Balaguer has told us that Manchester City have bid in excess of Pedro's release clause of £21.2 million, and also says Chelsea are keen. Pedro is in the Barca squad for tonight's Spanish Super Cup match against Athletic Bilbao. Let's go from Pedro to developments on David De Gea's future. And Spanish newspaper Marca are reporting Real Madrid have no intention of breaking the bank to sign the keeper before the end of the window. De Gea has once again been left out of the squad for tonight's match at Aston Villa, with United saying he was not eager to play because he was not 100% focused due to all the rumours surrounding him. Well, sure we haven't heard the last of De Gea in this transfer window. Let's go from Manchester United to their City rivals, Manchester City, and the latest on Kevin De Bruyne. City have a £47 million offer on the table, but the player's agent has dismissed suggestions he will ask for a transfer. Patrick Da Costa is quoted as saying there is no way we would do something like that. Let's go from Manchester City and could potentially be one in, one out very, very soon at Tottenham Hotspur. Roberto Soldado's departure is edging closer. The player has been pictured at Villarreal's training ground after being given permission to talk to the Spanish club. Reports in Spain claim he's passed the medical ahead of a permanent transfer. So as Soldado prepares to leave, is Leon's Clinton NG on his way in? We're told he will have a medical and discuss personal terms, but he still must apply for a work permit before he can play for the club. Now, an Instagram account attributed to the player had the status Tottenham and Cameroon player. I've since been told that this is not NG's account. Let's go from Tottenham to their North London rivals, Arsenal, and the future of Mathieu Flamini. The French midfielder is interested in Galatasaray, but Arsene Wenger expects him to stay at the Emirates.
Yes, I expect him to be here because I spoke to him. At the moment he's not involved, but he has no intention. He told me to leave. He will be involved at some stage. He works very hard, and his intention is to stay.
And also there's been reports linking you with the Sevilla midfielder Gregor Krychowiak. Is there any foundation in that?
No.
Palermo were hearing have renewed their interest in Joel Campbell.
Who? Palermo. Well, we haven't got anything concrete from anybody.
Yeah, Arsenal still have only made one signing during this transfer window. That, of course, is Petr Cech. Let's go to a club who've made quite a few more. That's Leicester City. And are they on the verge of another big-name signing? Sky sources have told us the transfer of Napoli midfielder Gökhan Inler is very close. The deal is for £3 million, and there's an expectation that will get announced in the next 24 hours. Let's go from Leicester City. And the latest from Norwich City. Could be movements in and out of the striking department at Carrow Road. Roma striker Mattia Destro is someone they're looking at. Destro's chances at Roma look limited following the arrival of Edin Dzeko.
Oh, I don't really know about that one, Paddy. There's sort of ongoing negotiations with quite a few players, and not even just players, but clubs and agents and different things like that as well. So yeah, he's a player that has been discussed.
Yeah, so those are thoughts of Alex Neil on Destro, but sources close to Destro told us this morning they're aware of Norwich's interest, but so far the only bid on the table is from Bologna. Now, Neil went on to say that if they were to sign a striker, then he would consider allowing Ricky van Wolfswinkel to leave on loan. Let's go from the Premier League to Scotland and a potentially massive story coming out of Celtic. We understand Hibs midfielder Scott Allen is at the training ground and he'll have a medical later ahead of a move to the Champions. This after Rangers, that's right, Rangers, had 3 bids rejected, with Hibs unwilling to sell to a Championship rival.
Thomas, thank you. Now to some deals that have been completed today. And Aston Villa have signed Barcelona winger Adama Traore for a fee that could rise to £8.6 million. 19-year-old will cost an initial fee of £7.1 million. He signed a 5-year contract but won't be available for tonight's game against Manchester United. He's Villa's 10th summer signing. And speaking yesterday, Tim Sherwood said he'd done all he could to get the deal done.
I went to Barcelona and spoke to the representatives. So we made a huge effort to bring him to the club. We showed him that this is a great stage for him, that we recognise that he needs developing, and that I will give him as much development time as possible. We'll give him the stage to play, but also we'll give him a lot of work on the training field to improve what he already has.
Well, into the Championship, and Middlesbrough have signed David Nugent from Leicester for an undisclosed fee on a 3-year contract. The move comes after Middlesbrough had a £12 million bid for Jordan Rhodes, rejected by Blackburn. Nugent has gone straight into Aitor Karanka's side for tomorrow's home game with Bolton.
Arsene Wenger claims Petr Cech reacted to his disappointing